I'd only ever done one multi-mix before that. So I entered the competition and I won the competition. And yeah,
what was in your mix again? And you might tell us what was in your mix. Like, why do you think you won the Ultimix comp?
I don't know. I try to, like you said, try to throw in a bit of everything. I'd open with.
I remember those Rihanna in there as well.
Yeah, there was just a bit of everything. Some old
commercial.
stuff, some new stuff, and it was just, yeah, my sort of style of playing has always been to try to do something a bit different. So play the commercial stuff that everyone knows, but find a different bootleg or find a different mashup and make it sound different, so that people, you know, are dancing to the stuff they know because that's what they like, but they haven't heard it before, or they haven't heard that bootleg, or they haven't heard that mashup before. So that's what my Ultimix was about, and it's still my style today. So how do you become successful as a DJ if you're up and coming? I would say you have to try find something that's unique, something that would differentiate you. I know it sounds very easy, but there's so many DJs and there's so many people doing the same thing. You need to try find a style that you're comfortable with and that's unique and people will like. And that's the challenge. And even as a producer, you have to find a different sound or something that's going to make you stand out. Because if you're just a generic DJ, it's hard. Sure, you can get a lucky break and win the Ultimix, but one person can do that, right? There's another 300 DJs. So, you know, try find a style that's unique to you and bring that across when you play. And I know Rocker and Martini sort of touched on it a bit, but also get your stuff out there. Send your stuff to 5FM. So many DJs that I speak to, I'm like, why don't you send a mix for the Ultimix for the Saturday night? Like, I don't think I'll get on. Send it. Like they have new DJs every single weekend. You know, send it to Roger. Try to get it on the daytime. If it's good enough, like you might have to wait 2 months, but you can get it on. That can be your step. There was a time when I was lazy. I was like why send a mix to 5FM? Who listens on a Saturday night? But people listen. People engage. So you need to start getting your name out there, and you need to put the work in. Some of my friends don't. They just say, why make a mix?
WAGS, you're also one of the only DJs that I know that actually has a website as well.
Yeah, I've got a website. It's a bit old, but I still get bookings through my website. People Google, people search, have a YouTube. You know, one of the ways, if you're a producer, is to try to understand the industry and try to work out how to monetize your skill. So if you're making your own songs, put it onto YouTube, get people watching it, and you can run ads and you can monetize from YouTube. Obviously don't put a video up of you DJing with a Steve Aoki song. That's not legal. But if you have your own music, you can monetize it. Rocker and Martini were saying, once you start producing, register with Samra and Sampra, and then every time in your set, play your own song and submit it to them, and then they'll eventually pay you. The system's not flawless, but you know, people like Good Luck in them, they're registered, and every time they play, they submit their songs, and Samra and Sampra pay them out. So yeah, I think there's lots of ways if you understand the business that you can make money from it. And then after, so while I was at varsity, one of the most important things for me was to follow my passion of DJing, but to also study and get a degree. And this is very important to me also. So I went to UCT, I did business science, I'm a qualified CA, and I work at Nedbank in property finance, and I still do all the DJ. So especially in this country, in terms of the music industry, I think it's so important for kids to study and to get a degree. If your passion is music, then go study music. Then go to music school and learn about music and play piano and get a degree in something. But don't just be a DJ.
A lot of guys come to the school and they enroll and they do the full-time DJ course and they get all the skills, and then they think that they can just DJ. So I definitely believe in what you're saying. if you enjoy the music, you got to work in music in the daytime as well, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. But you got to have another skill. Unless you're a fresh or euphonic or someone that's on the radio, I don't think that you can just be a DJ in this country.
Yeah, I agree. And Fresh and Euphonic are personalities and DJs. And not everyone's going to be a personality. It's not everyone's style. Not everyone wants to be on radio, and not everyone can. So it's very important to have something to fall back on. So I'm not saying don't follow your dream. Follow your dream, but get a degree, work hard, and if you work hard enough at it and you do it for long enough, then you'll start making it somewhere. But yeah, so like friends that I know, they're just DJing, and in 10 years' time they're not going to be relevant. And then what they're going to do with their lives, it's hard. So yeah, that's one of the big things for me is make sure you study something, study music if that's really what you want to do, but make sure you've got something to fall back on if the DJ doesn't work out, because it's not going to work out for everyone.
What's the next best thing in DJ WAGS' life? What are you doing next? What can we expect from you? This is a new year. I'm thinking you got plans and looking ahead and.
I have. Look, for me, I would love to be able to start producing my own stuff. It's hard to find the time because I work full time and then I still DJ like crazy. But I think it's, as I said, it's becoming harder and harder to differentiate yourself in the market. Even though I've got my name and my brand, I think the next thing for me would be to create a track and get that track on radio. Will I have the time this year? I don't know. But I think that would be the next step that I need to get to in my career. I've traveled around the country, I've played everywhere, I've done Oship, I've done Rage, I've done all the things. So in terms of that, there's nothing more I can do. I mean, I can carry on doing it, but if I want to do the next step, then I need to start creating my own stuff. And that's the challenge. How do I do that and work full time and DJ like crazy?
DJ name, where did it come from?
My surname was Wagenheim, so WAGS is short. So
And
lots
then,
of people call me
Nothing
WAGS.
does it. That's how WAGS the dog.
No. For my surname.
WAGS, Rocca and Martini spoke a little bit about their bookings and them doing their own bookings for their reasons. I know your bookings work slightly differently. Would you mind just explaining to the guys how your bookings work?
So I've always done my own bookings, I've always done my own marketing, I've always managed myself, just because for me it's always been hard to find someone that understands me. I understand me the best, so I can market myself the best. Some people have managers, and if you do choose to have a manager, then you need to just make sure that the manager and you are on the same page. So I've always done it myself. I found that easiest. Then you get to build the relationship with the clubs, with the event coordinators, with all the people. Whereas if your manager does it and then you and your manager fight, then it just gets messy. So I've always done it myself. But yeah, make sure you're active on social media. Make sure you're posting stuff up. And if you're making your own music, make sure you send it to the labels and do it correctly. Don't be one of these people that, let's say, sends a demo to a record label, and then the A&R person goes onto your Facebook page, and there you've put up mixes for download that includes like songs from their label. I mean, your song's not going to get anywhere. So don't do stupid things on social media. Do things legally or within the grey area, and start pushing yourself and being active on social media. That's the big thing.
Are you signed to any label at the moment?
No, not directly. I mean, I work with Universal on Bump, or it was Salcani, now with Universal on Bump. But I'm not exclusively signed to anyone besides for the Bump deal.
Any compilations coming through this year?
Yeah, we're planning on doing 2 more bumps.
Okay.
Coming up, one in April and then again in October. So yeah, there should be 2 more bump compilations coming.
And then again, just social media, where do we catch you?
So Twitter, DJ WAGS, djwags.co.za.
Facebook is DJ WAGS SA.
Yeah, well, if you just go to the website, everything's there. Yeah, search it, go into the SoundCloud. I do monthly mixes there. Yeah, monthly stuff on 5FM.
Random question. What's
Yeah.
playing your radio right now?
What's
in
playing?
your car?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
So I can't listen to commercial radio anymore. It bugs me. And I actually work in Pretoria, so it takes me half an hour to get to work and back. So I've actually started listening to audiobooks. Seriously.
Audible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Audible.
same here.
Seriously. It's
702.
no, like
DJs up to there.
I don't have time to read books, and so I sit for an hour in the car. So now I'm doing audiobooks.
So what book